got some lumber. So it was $4,600 for all of this, and that is with the delivery. There's not a Menards in my town, but they were a lot cheaper than Lowe's, so it was worth having it delivered here.
I bought 2 of these tape measures, so we'll use the same tape. I'm kind of afraid of a tape discrepancy.
Now, if I math this out correctly, this should be enough to do all of the walls, all the purlings for the walls, and also all the purlings for the roof. I'll also be using a lot of my concrete form lumber, like the 2x12s, for doing all the header boards. We're able to square this up really easy, laying on the ground with a couple of long tape measures.
Yeah. So, ideally... So there's the header board on. You can see, got the end lined up with the string line there. We'll do this end post after the fact. I'm standing this wall up. So just got them screwed in place. I'm gonna get ready to whack some nails. Now I'm not connecting this part of the header board right now to that post. That way we can stand up this side first and then this side after. I'll have to connect them in the air later. I'm using these big 60 penny nails. They're about a 1/4 inch thick. Got a rib shank on them, and they're 6 inches long. So that ought to hold it pretty good. Got this swanky Fisker's hammer. I really think that's just German for swanky. I don't know. Maybe it'll make me a better framer. So I got all them screws in the purlings right now. I'm gonna go ahead and go through and whack some 60 penny nails in them as well. And then I'll go back again with the framing nailer and hit some more nails. So surely that will be a better connection than the strength of the 2x4 can actually hold. Got me some temporary braces screwed on there. Now let's go get the old bucket truck. Nice windy day. Perfect for this.
Hardly ever run this bucket truck from the lower controls, and they're all backwards from the upper controls, so I was kind of struggling to operate this thing. Got 1/2 inch lag bolts, 3.5 inches long. I'll be using 4 of these per connection. And if you're wondering, running a 1/2 inch impact off a 1/4 inch air hose and a tiny air compressor doesn't work very good.
That's all I got done, but kind of getting the system worked out. I got these walls all braced up. We're getting ready to have a really big storm. So as I was climbing up these walls, they felt pretty good being braced like that. sticking all these 2x6 legs up here. And this is for when we're setting the trusses. We're not gonna have to mess around with measuring or anything. We already got these measured out, so we'll just bump all the trusses right up against this. So that's gonna really save us some time in the future, and that'll be a pretty strong connection. All right, check out the progress. So didn't get any of this front portion with the garage doors on video. Me and Dad had to really boogie to beat the weather, but let's take a look at it. So these two garage doors are 14 foot by 14 foot. Now a note on this header up there you see for the garage door, that is actually set at 13 foot and 11 inches. And that's to accommodate for, just to be safe, because you can see my trough for my garage door there is about a 1/2 inch lower than the slab. And I want to make sure I cover that door up pretty good. So these purlings that are sticking out here, they'll be sawed down to be overhanging 3 inches, because I set my post at 6 inches wider than 14 feet. And that's to help make sure the garage door track and everything came down onto the actual trough. So I'll block in some 2x6s double stacked in here. I'll do that later. Now here in all 4 corners I did some of these temporary X braces. I don't know if that helps, but it seemed like the right thing to do. And here on the inside here, so I'll be putting 2x12 headers on the inside all the way around as well. And that will be for the top part where the trusses will ride, and also for the garage door here. There'll be a 2x12 on the inside. You can see I framed out the bottom of that garage door with a 2x6. Really starting to look like something. So next video will be framing out for windows and walk-through doors. Went ahead and ran a 2x8 header for the covering for the porch that will be here eventually. So there'll be some rafters that run out to some posts that sit on the slab. That's about 10 feet high there. Have I think a walk-through door around here. All in all, this was actually pretty easy. I don't have very much experience framing, and this really wasn't too complicated, and I felt like we did a pretty good job. Now if I can do it, you can do it too. So I hope this helps somebody out, and good luck on your own project. Stay tuned next week for windows and doors.
Keep thinking.